所谓自在呢，就是今天有没有请你到台上坐，今天照相有没有请你站在中央，你都无所谓，那个心没有挂碍，这也是自在。
So an example of being carefree is, for example, let's say whether or not you have been invited to the stage, or whether or not you are standing in the middle of a big crowd for a group photo. Regardless of the condition, you're not worried about those situations. You're being very carefree.
如果坐上巴士，旁边呢再接过来是一个很漂亮的小姐，你就觉得蛮自在的。
So another instance is, let's say, a very pretty woman decided to sit beside you on a bus ride. And even so, you feel very carefree. You're not being troubled by that.
如果一身呢邋里邋遢那个样子，穿得那个脏兮兮的，坐在你的旁边，你可能要挪动一下，这样，这就不自在。
And alternatively, if one person is very stinky and very dirty, decided to sit beside you on a bus ride, you may start to move your body away from that person. So that is not being carefree.
我们这个观自在，菩萨这个观自在是认识我们的肉体，它只是存在几十年，它没有真实的肉体。
So on the level of the Bodhisattva's realization of what carefreeness is about is the realization that our body is simply impermanent and there is no substantial existence at all.
我们的心意识如果没有肉体依护，我们的心意识也无法表达它的欢喜、生气、快乐、悲伤。
However, if you think about the question of whether or not our soul is within our body, without a soul, you probably cannot feel the presence or any sensation from the external environment.
我们更观察世间呢，事事物每天都在变化，每天都在变化，所以呢，没有固定的东西。
And because of this ability or this consciousness ability, we are able to observe that our external environment is constantly changing. There is nothing that is permanent.
所以身与心每天变化，它不是固定，不是实在。事事物物天天变化，不是固定，不是实在。
So our body and mind is changing constantly, and so is the external environment, matter, and anything around us.
假如这样子的话呢，跟任何人相处在一起，就不会觉得说很喜欢或者很生气。
And because of this understanding, when you are interacting with others, you will not establish a strong sense of like or dislike with any individuals.
东西有没有给你，你也无所谓，有就有，没有也没有关系，那心就自在。
And if whether or not you're given a possession or any matter, whether or not you own it or not, you still feel very carefree. You're not being troubled by the absence or the presence of any matter.
给你很多给你一点点，给你的很好的，或者给你的很差劲的，你都无所谓，反正有了就好。这种呢，就是很自在。
Be it of little or a lot in amount or in quantity, or whether it's something in good shape or bad form, you will not be attached to the physical appearance of those matter. As long as you own it, you feel very comfortable and at ease.
菩萨呢，菩提萨埵，这个菩提萨埵是正在认识这世间的一切变化不实在，具有这样的智慧。同时呢，要想以这样的智慧的理解去帮助别人，这种我们都称为菩萨。
So bodhisattvas are able to realize the above-mentioned conditions. The bodhisattva possess the wisdom of knowing that nothing is permanent, and hence the bodhisattva is willing to share this understanding and realization to all sentient beings in order to help them to liberate from their sufferings.
所以一个人呢，能够知道身与心、外境的事事物物 都是变化，没有固定，都不在意，过得很逍遥、很自在，而且愿意去帮助别人的话，任何一个人都可以称为观自在菩萨。
So any individual who is able to perceive that body and mind are constantly changing, everything on the external phenomena is also constantly changing, and have the willingness and heart to help and benefit others, all of those individuals can be called a bodhisattva, and in other words, Avalokitesvara bodhisattva as well.
行深般若波罗蜜多时，这个行深呢是很重要。
So it is very important to contemplate profoundly the Prajnaparamita. You have to contemplate profoundly on the teachings.
这行深的行这个 practice 呢，这个行是很谨慎的、很专注的，在思考这个世事物因缘生、因缘灭的这样的一个宇宙间的现象、身心的现象。
And as part of the practice, this practice comprises of a very deep and profound contemplation of causes and conditions. You would observe the external environment and you're able to understand anything that's going on. All the observations that you made are done in a very contemplative manner.
在行深呢的阶段，就是你一定要心意集中，所以基本的条件一定要先修禅定。
So in terms of this profound contemplation or practice, it really requires a meditative state of mind. So meditation comes into play in a very important role.
因为佛法，释迦牟尼有教我们认识我们的色身是怎么样情况，我们的心意识是怎么样情况，这些呢就必须要很安静的心意、专注的心意来观察、来思考，才会明白。
So Shakyamuni Buddha has taught us about the conditions of our body, of our mind, and of our consciousness. So after knowing those teachings, it is important for us to really contemplate in a very profound manner in order to understand and realize those teachings.
所以在这样的很专注的、很细心的思考呢，这种身心的世间一切的事事物的因缘升起、因缘变化、因缘消失的过程以后，他得到一个理解一个证悟。
So through the profound contemplation and observation of how causes and conditions comes to play in terms of our body and mind, and as well as any external or worldly phenomenon, you're able to use a very focused mind to observe the conditions and causes as they arise and ceases. So once you're able to attain so, then you'll be able to benefit from those teachings.
他所这样的专注的思考、观察的结果，就是照见五蕴皆空。
So after you have truly perceived the conditions of nature, then you are able to understand that the five skandhas are indeed empty.
这五蕴皆空呢，能够明白我们的色、受、想、行、识这五种呢，它都没有实体，都是空性的。以后，我们平时的一切苦恼、烦恼、担心、害怕、恐惧都会消除。
So once you're able to realize that the five skandhas are empty, you will be able to understand and apply the same conditions to form, feeling, perception, volition, and consciousness. And upon realizing that the five skandhas are empty, you will soon realize that any sufferings that you may have are also empty.
观自在菩萨是一个人我刚才说，谁这样思考，能够以经验去帮助别人，这个就是可以称为观自在菩萨。所以观自在菩萨是一个人
So remember that Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva is also a human being. And because of the human ability to contemplate on the teachings, therefore she's being called the Bodhisattva.
行深般若波罗蜜多时是修行的佛法，修行的法门。
And to contemplate profoundly on the Prajnaparamita is a path or a way of practice.
照见五蕴皆空是在实践的过程呢，他得到了一个结论。
And the state of realizing that the five skandhas are empty is like an attainment or a conclusion at the end or completion of her practice.
度一切苦厄就是普拉米达，就是完成了。我们学佛目的就是要消除所有的痛苦，这一切的痛苦统统消除了。
And the state of being able to overcome all suffering is the completion or the end stage or the end product of our practice.
底下呢，这个舍利子，色不异空，空不异色呢，就是行深般若波罗蜜多时所理解的现象。
So, following so, you can see in the Heart Sutra, it says, Rupa form is not different from emptiness, emptiness is not different from form. And that is a realization throughout the process of contemplating profoundly on the Prajnaparamita.
由于科学的进步、医学的进步这些生物科技的进步、自然科学的进步，让我们呢比2000多年前的出家人更容易开悟。
So, because of scientific and technological advancements, we as human beings in this present time, comparing to the past members who lived in earlier times, we can actually attain enlightenment at a much faster pace.
我们知道水的元素氢和氧，它在某一种因缘的时候成为液体状况，某一种因缘的时候，它冰块成为固体状况。
And as we all know, the water is comprised of hydrogen and oxygen, and at certain states, water will become solid or water will be turned into a gaseous form. So that is an understanding that we all know.
如果水在高温之下，它分离了，就成为气体。
So when water at a higher temperature, it turns into a gaseous form.
任何物质体的东西这些有形状、有体积的东西，经过这些种种的工具，会使它们变形状，或是使它们呢完全呢解体。
And in a solid state or in any form of the shape of a container, under certain physical conditions or properties, it can transform from solid to a liquid state.
气体呢，有时候它的温度会升高，有时候温度会降低。
And in the gaseous form, sometimes its temperature can go up or go down.
这些我们现在的自然科学一般常识呢，就是要行深般若波罗蜜多时，照见五蕴皆空色身的部分。
So this is an example of how through contemplating on profoundly on the teachings, we are able to understand this natural science theories.
我们的色身呢，我们这个肉体它是有气体的部分，我们呼吸有气体的部分。
And similarly to our body also comprised of solid as well as gaseous states.
我们身体呢有血液、有小便、有流汗，还有这个口水，这些呢液体的状态。
So the liquid form within our body, for instance, would be urine, blood, sweat within our bodies being circulated.
我们的肉体里边有固体的，像骨头、指甲、头发这个器官。
There's also the solid forms within our body, such as bones any solid state or physical form that you can feel in touch.